Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the official ARK podcast, back with number 397. My name's Coach MT, and I'm here live today with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only, the unforkable Mr. Atlas. The floor is all yours.
Thank you, Coach MT, for the introduction. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Saturday, December 2nd. We are 16 days away from our 1-year anniversary of launching the ARK. What a ride has it been. And we've been through our ups, we've been through our downs, but we've progressed so much. We've moved the ball forward. We've raised the bar. We've focused on bringing true utility forward, delivering on our roadmap, and then being more ambitious and understanding that there's even more opportunity there ahead of us. Last night, we gave a speech here at the beginning of the podcast about the direction that we're moving in, the fresh air that's surrounding us here as we migrated yesterday, December 1st, to the Polygon chain, bringing our new, improved, upgraded, reinvigorated NFTs to life. Different tiers, different levels of boosts where you're earning more percentages, and everyone that's here is absolutely early. We discussed the interest is undoubtedly coming back here to the ARK as folks have wandered off into the abyss of the dark streets and the dark alleys of the ROI DAT space and the DGen pool. And we could hear it so far away as folks have gotten wrecked. We've heard the tears. We've felt the pain. And it's about time. We knew this would happen, that our investors would come back home to the safe place where they know, they understand that they're in a community, they're in a project, and they're in a team that is developing with true passion and really bringing forward the best technology. They've given us time to pivot, to identify the direction. They've been patient as we've done the work. And now we have a lot to show for it, and we continue to build. And if it's not a sign of what's happening, our very own Coach Brad has popped in here today just a couple short minutes ago. He's been missed. He's one of the legends here on the ARK. He helped to build this with his time, effort, focus, passion for education of others. And this man has gone out of his way in such a exemplary manner, a true role model, a true mentor to many, and a true leader in his character and his demeanor. He's here out of his own will. He was talking to Coach MT. He's very excited. He's an investor still. He's working in the real world, but he's been here in heart. That's what we always talk about, the no-brainer, because he is the man that says it like nobody else. And very missed. We stay in contact. I talk about him with you all the time. It's just great to see his presence. And there's so many DMs. There's an overwhelming amount of outpouring of appreciation, of congratulations for the quality of the new D-app, of Umino Polygon, to having a very simple, safe, and clear transition that happened yesterday. Even though we had a couple of hurdles, we came through on time. And we have some great updates for you. So get used to seeing a lot of folks coming back here to the ARK, coming back home, getting on the same page again, folks. Because boy, did we have a great ride in a very difficult system, which are these high yield systems. We understand their cycles. That's why we've doubled down on true business and revenue in the real world, where we understand that not only can we survive, we're going to thrive. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brett Nordin. He's got some exciting news today for us, don't you, sir?
Oh, yeah, always. It's great to hear from Coach Brad. Missed your voice, buddy. Glad to have you at least around on the weekends, and hope you're all doing well and the family's great. Some happy news you shared with us earlier. I won't say it, but congratulations. And yeah, we are poised for a new run, a new cycle, a new, a revamping of our vision. And as we become, a gateway for people to get involved in crypto, through our on-ramps, through our crypto banking projects, and then also do it in a safe way. We're really going to be, I think, at the forefront of this big movement of people coming from Web 2, these people that are clueless about staying safe, staying private, not sharing their identity, not sharing their information, and then also being introduced to crypto. How do you get from fiat to crypto, and then how do you actually take advantage of crypto as a cryptocurrency, which was the original, promise of everything that we're involved in here. Crypto has a real utility with the ArkFi cards, with the products that we're building around that. So I think it all ties really well together. We're that middle layer of providing those on and off ramps, providing that safe gateway to participate in this Web3 ecosystem that's being built. And as people move from Web 2 to Web 3, they're going to understand that there's this financial layer, right? There's a commercial intent layer that was always there with Web 2, but I think it was a lot, more separated. When you went to an e-commerce store, there was always, the line in the sand of putting items in a cart and checking out and using your Visa card or some other kind of payment system. Now it's going to be, you're coming in with a connected wallet and doing real-time business potentially with that store, with that application, whatever it might be. And so really shielding yourself and not leaving any footprints, not using the same account signups for all of your different social media accounts, your online stores, your bank, your insurance company. I think that's going to become very apparent to people that these things are now intertwined with Web3. And we need to be more cautious, more careful, but then also choose partners and tools and utilities that help us do things that we used to do in Web 2, but do them in a safe way and do them in an anonymous way. So that's what we're really here for. That's what the rest of the journey is going to be embarking on, especially when the privacy products roll out. But we have a lot to do still with the banking products, not from a development standpoint, but just from getting the message out, getting affiliates onboarded, starting to ramp up the sales of the cards, which we have a great program. We've seen what others have done in the space. We've talked about several other, very, very large companies, crypto banks that have gone out of business or gone away, whether that's Binance or others that have taken away their card programs. We're there to fill the gap. We know there's a huge demand, and it's starting to swell now. We're seeing, some of the kind of same feverish sentiment in the marketplace, again, coming back in, starting with AI and gaming and some other things. But, Bitcoin's doing well right now, and I think that that's going to rekindle a lot of people to come back not only to the ARK, but then also to the space. And that just helps us all around. We're broadening the audience that we can attract with these products. We're not tied into any particular, if you will, token. What was that?
Sorry about that. That was a misfire over here.
Oh,
sorry, my bad.
Oh, no problem. And as you mentioned, Atlas, we're looking at different channels now in a different way. Twitter is going to become a much bigger part of our soundboard, and where we look for new investor communications, building our marketing, and we have a very focused effort now. At least between now and when the privacy products launch, our full effort's going to be on bringing in new investors to the legacy NFT, but then also affiliates and customers to the banking products. So with that, I've been working on the presentation pretty feverishly on trying to get that done. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made based on the new legacy NFT, as well as the new privacy products that are coming on board. So we're expanding the presentation to have more detail in it, and we'll be able to lead out with the banking products on the forefront, bring in those affiliates, get in more customers, and then hopefully bring over some new investors that see the opportunity of what we're building and the future that's to come through the privacy products as well. So yeah, lots happening there in the background. I've got a new banner for the legacy NFT. Should have that. I have the artwork done today and should be able pushing that out. So we'll have banners now on Telegram and also to share on Twitter and the other platforms for the legacy NFT, the ramp, which is the on-ramp, the air card, and the Terra card, which is our core of the ecosystem now. So yeah, lots to do with the still to come with the AMAs and these communications that you mentioned, Atlas. Really ramping up our socials and starting this sales drive, if you will. I feel like it's just very similar to what we did with the ROI DApp initially. We got out, we started talking to people, and people were attracted to where we were heading, what we were doing, and the professionalism of the team and the great community members that we have here. Always welcoming, always courteous, always educating. And so I think we can, restrike that again, get that lightning in the bottle once more, and ride out this next cycle, which is going to be a huge one. There's no question that there's going to be a lot of liquidity moving into crypto away from the traditional markets at some point. We don't know when that's going to happen. But as this new adoption of Web 3.0 comes closer and closer and gains that momentum, we're going to be here to capture as much of that market share as we possibly can. The devs on the privacy side are sleeping this weekend, so we had some great work from Mr. Alex get finished today. Some little tweaks on the UI, some suggestions from the community, which are great. Keep those coming. He also added the transfer feature. So if you're looking to consolidate but waiting for an easier automated way to transfer your NFTs from wallet to wallet, that's now on the D app. So you can just put in the address of the destination wallet and hit go, and basically it'll send your NFT for you in a very simplified way, rather than adding the NFT contract number and all of that stuff to your wallet manually. You could just use the D app. And then once those are all in a single wallet, you can then use the consolidate feature to pull them all together. We had some questions come in, if I have a silver plus a bronze, can I consolidate? And really the consolidation is an upgrade feature or a level up feature. So if you do, for example, if you did have a silver and a bronze, you'd have $1,500 in value. You would be needing to add $2,500 to get to the $4,000 gold level to do the consolidation. So the levels of NFT still apply even with consolidate, but you can use mint credit, you can use USDT, you can use as many other NFTs from other wallets as you can pull together, because you want to get to that higher level to get the increase in the boost. And then there's a chart that we have that shows we're all in tier 1 right now. So the chart is the tier 1 chart. And so you have a silver at a 5% yield boost. You have the gold at a 10% yield boost. Iridium at 15. Or wait, did I mess that up? No, it's silver. Yeah, silver, gold, and then platinum's at 15, and iridium's at 20, and diamond is at 25% yield boost, which basically increase your share of the rewards pool distribution by that percentage on top of the base amount of your NFT. So yeah, definitely a big incentive to level up, to consolidate, and to do as much as possible before we get to tier 2, where then the yield boost drops across the board for each of the different levels of NFTs. So fun little system that we have in place there. Speaking of the rewards, it looks like tomorrow or Monday we will restart the rewards, just waiting on our back-end dev to trigger those. And then Alex tomorrow is going to be finishing up the level up or the upgrade feature, where you can add USDT to your NFTs to get them to a higher level and achieve that additional yield boost. So we'll be looking forward to that tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have an update on that from Alex and make that go live. And then next week we'll be back in the sausage room developing more and more on the privacy products. And then I'm sure there'll be additional upgrades that we're going to be doing to the Legacy NFTD app. And then we have the new website is kind of the next in line for Mr. Alex to knock out. We've got a homepage, all of the content's finished. For the homepage, he just needs to code that up. That might take him a week or two. We'll have to see what the effort is, along with the other stuff that's going on that obviously is mission critical, making sure that Air and Terra are always working well as the Legacy NFT app, and making tweaks and improvements on that as well. Otherwise, that's about it from me. Just enjoying a nice little Saturday with the family and doing some work in between.
That is a no-brainer.
Absolutely.
Oh, shit.
Let's go.
You want to do it live, Coach Brad? You want to do it live?
That is a no-brainer.
Let's go. Probably haven't heard this in a while, my friend.
Yeah, let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn. Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
Fantastic.
That never gets old. Yeah, no matter how many times I hear it, that never gets old. I love that.
I think that's a common denominator feature here. That the whole program, everything that we do is as constant as we do it on a daily basis. I don't think it ever gets boring. There's always some news. There's always something. And what great news Brett has just, laid upon us. Transfer of your NFTs between all your wallets is enabled, folks. Let's repeat that again. Transfer enabled, ready to rock. That's super bullish. And your consolidate features are live, my friends. Ooh, baby. Loving it. And again, thank you all for the feedback. Alex was blushing most of the day today. I could just hear it in his voice. It means a lot when folks put a lot of time and effort. And he's brought a lot of fresh ideas. Jashawn was really liking the calculator feature, even called it a bit addictive. That's a good thing. That's a great thing. It's gonna, I think, show folks the potential that's there. It's not guaranteed. What is guaranteed is that we're going to be here every single day doing what we do best, building, communicating, growing our user base, and having a great time while we do it with all you guys here. Thank you so much. We're going to stick around for Q&A right after we finish the podcast for today, folks. I want to thank every single one of you for taking your time on your Saturday. Most of you are enjoying your home life, for being here, spending time with us. Back again tomorrow, 2 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. UTC. And Coach Brad, we actually made the podcast really early now, which, Mrs. Atlas is extremely happy about, because we get to go to sleep, early, not into the wee hours. So a lot of things have been upgraded and done with the best intentions. It's a long journey. We don't want to, burn ourselves out. So we definitely put a lot into it. We still continue to do so, and probably even more, but in just different ways. And I think at times that are more in line with a healthier, sleep pattern. That's for sure. Thank you, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you.